A mayor shot at an entire family, decided to shoot his weapon, was kind of on the run for a moment. Let's put up his picture full mask. Let me give you the background to this story. His name is Mayor Dowen Jones. He's the mayor of a city in Oregon. The city is called Rufus, Oregon. The mayor of Rufus, Oregon is behind bars on charges of attempted murder and attempted assault. Officials with the Hood River Sheriff's Office said Dowen Jones fired multiple shots, multiple rounds from a handgun at a passing vehicle just before 8:45 p.m. This was Monday, October 31st. Officials say a family of 4 was traveling south on Highway 281 near Parkdale, following behind an SUV that was driving erratically. As the 2 vehicles reached the 6,000 block of Highway 281, the SUV abruptly pulled over. The family, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, the family slowed to get a description of the SUV. Why did they do that? For the purpose of reporting the erratic driving, okay? As the family passed the SUV, a male subject, now identified as the mayor, stepped from the passenger side and fired multiple shots as the family drove by. Now, thankfully, according to the latest report, and this is still a developing saga, according to the latest report, we do not have any fatalities, even though that entire family could be dead, which, by the way, includes minors. The gunfire caused damage to the family's vehicles. Authorities say 2 adults and 2 children were in the vehicle as the shots rang out. Officials say no one was injured. Investigators were able to identify and locate the vehicle used in the shooting, as well as identify the shooter. Deputies from the Sherman County Sheriff's Office contacted the mayor in Rufus, where he is the elected mayor of Rufus, Oregon. Jones was arrested and taken to the Northern Oregon Regional Correctional Facility located in the region. According to Rufus City website, Jones' term as mayor expires at the end of this year. So he's almost out the door, okay? He's almost out the door. Now, it is interesting to me that you have to really look hard to try to find this story, okay? Number one. Number two, it's quite fascinating that literally we could not find the mugshot for the mayor online. Now, remember, this is a high profile person, given the fact he's an elected mayor. This is a high profile crime, given the fact it is an attempted murder. But we cannot find the sheriff's office mugshot published as of today. Now, maybe that changes later today or tomorrow, what have you. But even in the most egregious criminal circumstances, and you don't get more egregious than attempting to murder children, even in that, you do not see the equal application of law. I guarantee you, if this would have been an everyday citizen who attempted to murder children and others inside of a vehicle, this would be a high priority story. This would be front line news all the way, 100%, no question. But for some reason, the power, the status, and I don't care about the political leaning or ideology of this particular elected mayor. I'm talking about the power structure and how the power structure always seeks to protect its own in some way, even if it's a small courtesy. Why? Why would you give someone even a small courtesy? Because they got elected as mayor? They trick people to vote for them? How does that make them special or noble? We're going to continue to follow this story as it develops. We will bring you the details. Thankfully, nobody was killed, but obviously this could have been much worse. A.B, what are your thoughts on this case?
I think the fact that the person who is in charge of upholding the city ordinance, right, and the city laws is the one person who violated them and put children at risk. And I also do think it's ironic that his picture is not available on the internet. Had this been Keisha Lance Bottoms or Karen Bass, right? We saw Paul Pelosi's mugshot was all over the place, and he got caught drinking and driving allegedly, right? It's crazy. And I think that we should consider like what his political ideology is too, because who are you protecting? And why are you protecting these people when this is a country who wants to be tough on crime? This is the most egregious crime ever, a crimes against children. That is the one crime that most people can agree we're not okay with. We're having a whole debate about people having abortions because they believe that it's killing babies. And yet this man's mugshot is not available for us to see that justice is being upheld for these children. I think it's wrong and it's out of pocket. And this is why we have to stay vigilant. And I'm glad that you're using your platform to share this story because it needs to be known.
Thank you for that sentiment, and I concur with you 100%. And also, we cannot dismiss the conversation about the gun culture in the United States of America as if guns can solve every problem. Guns are the remedy for every conflict. Once again, if the gun was not here, which by the way, it wasn't necessary, there was no requirement for a gun. If he did not have his gun on him that day, he would not be in jail for attempted murder right now, period.